This is the 25th anniversary of Shri Radha-Londonishvara. So we should speak about Srila Prabhupada's bringing these deities. Srila Prabhupada wanted to establish, of course, the temple. He set December, was it 8th?
14th.
December 14th.
That was installation day.
What was the opening day? Was it December 14th also?
No.
He set December as the time to open the temple. And this was about, I came in around September. And at the time, there were no deities. So Srila Prabhupada said, we're going to open in December. But there were no deities. So we asked him, where are the deities? And he said, you have to get the deities. You have to arrange deities. What do we know how to arrange deities? We hardly knew what deities were. Not Radha-Krishna. He wanted Radha-Krishna deities, and we didn't have any deities. So he said, you have to arrange deities. So we were in tremendous anxiety. There was a constant search, how to get deities, how to get deities. And we set up, I think, a hotline. You know, Janaki's number was a hotline so that anybody who had any information about where deities could be located would call. And about, I don't know, it must have been October, maybe even later, maybe it was November, a phone call was received that somebody had some deities. You see. So, and mind you, it was building up. The date was getting closer, and there were no deities. And Prabhupada was determined we're going to open. You know, he even had me print out a card. He had me come over and he made a menu. And he made the whole menu up, and it said on it that, you know, everybody should come and eat prasadam. And Prabhupada corrected me. He said, don't say, you don't eat prasadam. You respect prasadam. And he had a menu printed out. He had an invitation card, but there were no deities. So suddenly we get this telephone call that somebody may have, there's a lead that you can go to this place. It was a Hindu center of some type. And we were doing lots of programs, which reminds me, that was a very difficult Sankirtan. After the police stopped us for a while, we had to do going to the different homes of Hindu people. And that was so difficult. Every night we would go out for like 3 or 4 hours. You remember that? And getting £1 from each of them. And it was like, it was excruciating to sit and, you know, just go for hours in people's homes, and you come back with 3 or 4 pounds at the end of the night. It's very difficult, but we were doing that. So we went to this place, Mukunda Maharaj and myself. And the man sat down and he was saying, you know, I do have some deities. So we said, well, we'd like to see them. So he said, well, they're over there. And then we looked and we didn't see anything. He said, under that cloth. So the man went over and he went, you know, like this. And there was Radha-Londonishvara. So we immediately, you know, bowed down. And we were just amazed to see these deities. So the man said that there's various reasons we have no use for these deities. So we just said, well, we have to ask our spiritual master. And we went outside. And immediately we went to a phone booth and we dialed. Prabhupada was staying at hotel. Baker Street Hotel, next to Regent's Park.
Yeah.
And he was resting at the time. And I think Shyam Sundar picked up the phone. So I think he was there. And
it was a furnished apartment.
It was a furnished apartment. Yeah, it was not just a hotel room, but he was staying there for a long period of time. And so when Prabhupada heard it, when he woke up, we went there, and Prabhupada said, take me there at once. So we went, and Prabhupada took myself, Shyam Sundar, Mukunda Maharaj, maybe Jamuna came, and we went. It was by that time the evening. And Prabhupada sat down in the man's place. It was a sitting room. And the man said, so, Swamiji, you're interested in our deities? Prabhupada said, he said, where are you from? He started asking me, where are you from? Where's your family from? Let me meet your wife. Let me meet your children. And the man paraded all of his family, and then Prabhupada just sat there, which I couldn't understand exactly what Prabhupada was doing. And he must have spent about 30 to 45 minutes, as far as I could see, wasting time. I mean, I couldn't understand why was Prabhupada spending all this time with them. And the man kept wanting to show him the deities, and Prabhupada had no interest to see the deity. He still hadn't seen the deities. The man was just so much eager to pull the cloth off again and show Prabhupada. Prabhupada just kept talking to him. So finally the man said, look, are you interested or not? Prabhupada said, what, something like, what is that? He said, in the deities. So Prabhupada said, let us see the deities. So then the man lifted up, and Prabhupada's face was just very placid. No reaction, no response. So the man became very anxious that, don't you want these deities? I mean, we heard your disciples said you were looking for deities. Don't you want these deities? And Prabhupada was just looking at them. And he said, the man started to encourage Prabhupada that you should take these deities. You must take these deities. And Prabhupada was just sitting there, and he said, then he asked me, see if you can pick up this deity. So I went over to Srimati Radharani, and I sort of tilted her back, and I picked her up. I said, she's not that heavy. So then I think Prabhupada asked Shamsuna, see if you can pick up the other deity. And he picked her up and said, he's not that heavy. Prabhupada said, okay, let's go. And he picked the deities up, and we walked right out of the house. I think Srila Prabhupada is appreciating. So he walked out, and the man started, wait, Swamiji, wait, we have to discuss. He wanted to discuss the price of the deities, but Prabhupada said, it's okay, they're not that heavy, we'll be all right. And he had us put the deities, we had some van, and we put the deities in the van, and the man just, his man was there, the wife was there, the children were there, and he was trying to beg Prabhupada to wait and discuss it and negotiate. But we were all in the car, and Prabhupada said, drive. We drove out. We drove about 1 or 2 blocks, and then Prabhupada said, stop the car. Then he stopped the car. Prabhupada said, now let me see the deities. And then he started to offer prayers to the Radha-Londonishvara. He started to chant the Govindam prayers, Brahma Samhita prayers, and he said, Krishna has appeared. And he was so happy, he said, Krishna has appeared. And he was so, so pleased.